Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm your hostess Jocelyn, and today's episode is pretty bossy. So before y'all ask me, because I know y'all want to be all of my business and everything about the trip, do not worry. The vlog will be up this weekend. I'm not giving y'all a date because I am dead tired. I'm a day delayed because I was supposed to be back yesterday. So I'm a day delayed, but I will have the vlog up. So everything regarding the Just Jocelyn Brandon excursion in Jamaica will be up. Y'all will get all the information y'all need. So I'm not going to be talking about that today. But I will let y'all know at the end of the show somewhere I will be talking about it later on this week. So stay tuned for that information. But I wanted to welcome you guys all. Today's topic, like I said, the title of today's show is pretty bossy because, as you guys know, the Brandon excursion was sponsored by Pretty Bossy LLC, which is a company that is not here, but we will talk about them a little later as well. And that kind of encouraged me to want to bring some other pretty bossy ladies that I know that are out here making moves, building businesses. So I wanted to invite some babes that's building businesses out today to today's show. So we got Miss Portia,
hey,
and we got Miss Demir, and now we'll give them a chance to introduce themselves. But that's what today's show is about. So I wanted to, number one, like I said, welcome you guys. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
Excuse me for being ratchet because you all beat down. She's all beat. See, I feel bad. How y'all have makeup? Y'all don't know what she do yet, but and I'm looking all hit. I wish I would have had a chance to get a little quick beat down, but between my tan and everything, I'm not really sure what I'm looking like.
The melanin.
But I can't even see my own eyeballs, so the struggle is real. I'm dead tired, but I'm here. You guys know I wouldn't miss it. So boom. So I want to first, like I said, give you guys a chance to introduce yourselves because I don't want to, kind of put more twang on it than they did. I want to see, tell the people who you are and, what you do.
Okay, well, I'm Portia. I'm Powder. My makeup brand is Powder by Portia. I'm a makeup artist. I also have a cosmetic line that I'm working on that's getting ready to come out real soon, so stay tuned with that. Make sure you follow me at Powder by Portia on Instagram, on Facebook, and I just made a Twitter. So y'all can follow me on Twitter.
Twitter is always like, it's so low on the totem pole now. It's just like, I got a Twitter.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'll post up on there.
What you gonna post on there?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Because I got a Twitter too, and I just post all my stuff to everything. But I'm like, who watches Twitter really?
But
you got a Twitter? I have one, but it's so old, and I'm like, I don't know who on there. But then every time I go, I see somebody retweeted something that I posted 2 months ago. I'm like, oh, maybe I should keep it. So it makes you feel like
I can't remember my password.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot too. Then I kept resetting it. And it was the wrong email, and it was a lot of stress. But I know y'all know that struggle because we all be making up shit.
You gotta change them every so often.
Right.
I don't have time.
Back when your email was like hot body 215 or something, like it's not that anymore. So don't look me up. I promise it's not that anymore. I'm not living that life anymore. I'm delivered. You don't see, you already know. Next, hey girl.
How y'all doing? My name is Demira from Mira Mazi. You can follow me on Instagram at We Are Mira Mazi. It basically is a brand for dreamers, creators, and pursuers. You can check out my products at miramazi.bigcartel.com. And if you use 20% until next Tuesday using the code BUTV, you get 20% off of anything you purchase.
See, I'm trying to hook you up. And she gave y'all all the tea in the first 12 seconds. She gave her 7-second elevator pitch, okay? She said, everything you need to know about me, I'm about to tell y'all right now, just in case y'all don't stay tuned for the whole show. But we're going to give them both a chance to kind of delve into y'all businesses a little bit more. I want to know all about it and everything like that. But they gave y'all a quick brief. So don't go off now and go follow them, but make sure y'all do. Y'all should have already been following because I tagged both of them in the damn advertisement about the show. So y'all should already been following these ladies. But yeah, this is who y'all are. So I want to start with Miss Portia because, like I said, I'm gonna get all up in y'all business. I didn't really want like a brief little thing. I could have just retweeted you, I'm just gonna go ahead and post her and give her a little shout out, but that's not gonna be enough. So I do want to know from Miss Portia. First of all, you look really young, and I hope you don't mind me asking. How old are you?
I'm 26. I'll be 27.
Yes, 26, 27. Let's keep the baby face.
Yes.
You still look like I'm young because that's not working. That works for everybody but me.
Look, I might get a little older. I got a 1-year-old at home, so he's driving me crazy.
Baby.
Yes.
Oh, how's that?
It's good. I'm still getting used to it because I'm used to like P Nasty, my other side, before he came,
Oh,
now it's like, Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So I gotta get delivered from that. And
I mean, well, you gotta kind of
I
keep
can
it.
still have it a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now and then.
Cause tell us about Big Nancy. That's so
Mm-mm.
interesting. Now I'm intrigued. I mean, you already put it out there. I didn't bring it up. Did you bring it up?
I didn't bring it
I think she brought it up, so I want to know.
Well, P Nasty, I got that name back in high school. And just because I do anything in there, not anything, but
I mean,
twerking, like, twerking. I like to have fun. I'm a free spirit. So my godbrother started calling me P Nasty. Then everybody in my class started calling me P Nasty.
Wow.
So that name just stick with me. So,
P Nasty.
Yeah.
I'm
so,
intrigued. So he was like,
not everybody can see that side. Though.
oh, but somebody
Yeah.
clearly somebody saw it. Got a good look at it.
Just a little
A preview got you a baby. Damn.
Oh no. You had to get the full thing to get the baby.
Yeah,
But
because
everybody
somebody
call me
seen
P
something.
Nasty see the preview. They just see a little,
Oh,
I
okay.
twerk a little something,
But you about to twerk first, right? Because I hit up a little
Upstate.
She hit
I
you
gotta
with
do
the
the mom
like
twerk.
right. Yes, mom twerk. Shout out to the mom twerk. So how long have you been like doing makeup or running your business?
Honestly, I rebranded a year and a half ago.
Okay.
I started because I was going to like a lot of different events because my mom is into politics.
Okay.
And so I would go and I was always spending money at Mac or wherever. And I'm like, you know what, let me just, like, I'm broke, I'm in college. Like, let me try something out. And so I started for a little bit and then I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I kind of had, like, this, I don't know if you want to say, like, an epiphany. Like, I had a dream. Basically, it was like, this is what you need to do. Like, do this on the side. Because I went to school for broadcast communication. So, production is what I went to school for. So, why not incorporate
maybe
makeup
she can
with
help
that?
me.
Yeah,
I
you know,
know
we can.
Okay.
So then that's how I got started, and then I just started rebranding, and now I'm still like in my beginning stages.
Okay.
But I see progress.
Progress
So,
is all it matters.
Yeah.
Because so when you say rebranding, when you say you just started, you kind of just started with the makeup, so are you like self-taught?
Yeah, I'm self-taught.
Okay.
I constantly. I mean, I feel like I don't care how big you are when it comes to makeup. I feel like it's always something that you can learn because it's always different trends out here that may help you incorporate different techniques or whatever the case may be. So I constantly go to different classes just to kind of learn different techniques to see what I can incorporate into my thing. And also just, it may be something that I didn't know or I wasn't doing right. And I just want to keep perfecting it. So I constantly, go to different classes. I'm always on YouTube looking at stuff and then just constantly practicing, honestly. So.
Well, that's good. So you rebranded a year and a half ago, and then you have a 1-year-old baby.
I know.
So how's that? Like, how's mom life, entrepreneur life? Do you still work also?
I still work, yeah.
Yes.
So I work a full-time job,
Moms.
and I do. And it's in the beginning it was kind of hard because he was such a a baby, and now that he's getting older. It's kind of like, okay, but then it's still hard because now he's in my makeup and
Messing with stuff.
I'm like, well, if you don't sit down.
What's your baby's name?
Wyatt.
Wyatt, that's so
Yeah.
cute. Hey, Wyatt.
Shout out to Wyatt.
So I mean, being basically you're like a mompreneur.
Yeah.
And still working full time. What type of full time work do you do?
So I do customer service.
Okay.
Right now, just something that I could kind of
pay bills.
you
Child. We not
know
trusting
what I'm
you.
saying? But it's, listen, something gotta give, okay? Because these people drive me crazy.
Wow.
At work.
At work.
Mm-hmm.
So is your dream to do makeup full time? Like to run your business
definitely
full time?
do it full time. I eventually want to open up like my own business and incorporate, like, I want to go to school to be an esthetician and try to incorporate so it could be like a one-stop
Get
shop.
some licensing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna
And
ask that.
because my sister and I, we're working on that together, and she's already a masseuse, so we kind of wanted to incorporate everything together. So basically, it would be
Get the
like
big
a one,
coin.
yeah.
Come here and get all your stuff
Pampering, you
together.
get your massage, you get your makeup done, you get your facials, everything, lashes, whatever you want. So that's the goal. That's the big goal out there. So I'm working towards it.
Okay. So what's your specialty? Like, what's your favorite thing? Do you have like a signature look or anything like that?
Honestly, my favorite part of makeup is sculpting the face.
Okay.
I just feel like you could really, I know people say you could tell a story with your makeup and all like that, but I just feel like that kind of molds you and then enhance your beauty that you already have, honestly. So that's my favorite part of doing it. Yeah, look, she got it right here, you know. So that's honestly my favorite thing. Honestly, face is my specialty. Of course, eyes, you can always improve. I'm always trying different things. I have hooded eyes, so not everything looks right on me. So I have to be like, hey, can I borrow your face for a second?
So that's basically how you've been learning, just like kind of having models, working on your friends.
Yep.
Like,
honestly, I just practice on myself. I practice on my friends, mannequins. Like I just constantly practice and, you know, just trying to perfect everything. You know, it's like I said, it's always something that you can learn.
Indeed.
You know?
And that's the key, guys, because a lot of people think like, oh, I've been doing this for so long, and oh, I'm getting so good. You get a certain amount of followers, and they be like, bitch, I'm lit, I made it, and we done. No. And then, you know, you stop learning, you stop going to classes, you stop, you know, looking into those updates and trends and things. And that is kind of where a lot of businesses go wrong, especially us as females, because I do want to hone in the fact that this is a pretty bossy show, so I really want to kind of highlight on female entrepreneurs because it is a thing, and you know it's a wave, and a lot of people don't really be ready. They're not ready,
and you gotta fail. You honestly have to. It's okay to fail,
right?
You know, because like when I started and I stopped, and then now I'm starting all over again. Right. You get what I'm saying? So I had to rebuild everything up. And it kind of can be discouraging, and especially when I had a baby all at the same time, like it was just a lot. And then so now it's just like you can't be afraid to fail because that's how you learn.
Right. And you just use your baby and your circumstance and your situation. Honestly, for me, you use it as the motivation.
It is.
It really gives you motivation to,
because you want to work harder and you really want to accomplish something, so you can have your children look back and be like, okay, well, you know, she was working this hard for me to have this, you know.
So Ms. Mira, can you tell us about Mira Moz? Now, I know you gave us the website and you know everything like that, but you briefly stated, but like what really is your brand about? Because it's such a story behind it, and I feel like it's more to it than just t-shirts.
Right. So my name obviously is Demira, so that's where I got the Mira part from. But I'm actually going towards like an umbrella company, and it's going to be called Bossy Creation Management. Okay. So Bossy meaning in Greek together, right? So
Bossy in Greek means together.
Correct.
Okay. I didn't know that. Taught me something right there, y'all.
So as far as a lot of people, when I tell them I'm gonna do, you know, Bossy Creation Management, which is going to be a consulting agency, they always say, well, you know, who are you going to consult? What type of artist or, you know, what type of person is everybody? Like I'm not gonna not include one person just because I may not have knowledge on, you know, research work together. But also that's why the Instagram is We Are Mira Mossy, because obviously I'm Mira and then everybody else is Mossy. Yeah. So all together we are Mira Mossy.
It's a collective.
It's collective.
It's a group.
It's a collective. And Portia actually kind of opened a door for the foundations of it, like for dreamers, for creators, for pursuers. I feel like your dream can take you as far as you allow it to. As long as you believe in yourself, is limitless possibilities of where you can end up, right? And then as far as the create, I feel like you obviously for creators, but you can also create generational wealth by following your dream. And once you do that, like you're a legend. From where I'm from, if you could, you know, make money for yourself, make money for the generation under you, or start your own business, entrepreneurship, you're a legend from where I'm from. And then pursue is really you versus you. You know how you have self-doubt. We all go through it. So basically, you got to kill all the noise. Nobody else should affect you once you're really focused on your vision. And
that's the main thing. That's the hardest part. A lot of people just, like you said, kill the noise. I like that analogy because you have to. It's so much other shit going on. And it's so hard to kind of hone in on, this is what I want to do. I just need to concentrate because all this chatter is going to continue. Like, the world don't stop.
Crab in the barrels. Like, people are constantly... Even your closest people, you know, our experiences, like
absolutely.
You know, everybody goes through that, but you gotta, like you said, you gotta kill all that.
Just stay focused. At the end of the day, it's really gonna be you versus you. Because you may not have, you know, good days yourself. I'm a big advocate on mental health, so just staying focused. And at the end of the day, it's literally gonna be you versus you. So you have to attack yourself. That self-doubt you have to attack it and just go straight after what you want. So that's where the pursuit comes in.
Right. Well, so if you guys didn't know, from Mira Mozzie was a part of the branding excursion, so I did get a lot of merch, including this T-shirt. Which shirt is this?
Dream.
This is a Dream. So I have Pursue, I have Dream, and what was the other? I think I have 2 Pursue.
You do have 2.
I have 2 Pursue. I got flavors, y'all. So don't be surprised when y'all see me. But I did want to compliment you.
Okay.
I wanted to compliment you on your packaging.
Thank you.
The packaging was really dope. I took a picture when I first got my delivery, and it was like it had like the caution tape vibe, and it was like, what did you say? Be careful.
Caution wet floor.
Caution wet floor. But what'd you say when you gave? Oh yeah,
Watch your step.
watch the drip, or be careful of the drip, or something. I was
That's
like,
decent.
that was cute.
I like
I was like, that was so cute. And so I met Mira at an event that I hosted about a month ago, maybe a couple weeks. My time, y'all know my time.
Like 2 weeks.
Right, but shout out to Maui the Poet. I hosted her networking event, and I met Mira there, and and it was a networking poetry event, so it was a lot of different businesses coming up, and everything like that, and that's how we originally connected. And she came and brought me this really nice card, so I don't know if I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna look at it again because I don't know. But again, like I said, I wanted to compliment you on the packaging. Just from one entrepreneur to another, it does mean a lot when you take that time to put work into your packaging, put work into your clothes. Like even the shirt, like the quality of the shirt is great. Like her name is on the tag, no shade, but it didn't come from like H&M or no shade, because you gotta get how you live. Yeah. But that means a lot, and it does show in the presentation. So that's something that I just want to, like I said, compliment you, of course, but then kind of give just a tidbit and a jewel to our other entrepreneurs, because it really, presentation matters. Whether you do makeup, whether you came here, you look really beautiful, you know what I mean? But it matters.
It does.
Because it's all about, when you're an entrepreneur, it's just you.
Yeah, you're your own billboard.
You're really talking about you versus you. It's just you versus everybody. You don't have anybody that's going to vouch for you, and people could tag you and do this, and that, but if you have to sell your business, it's just you doing it.
Right.
So the way you present it that first time means the world. So, like I said, I wanted to give you that encouragement. And then so she gave me this little note, and even on the sticker of the note, so it says, for dreamers, for creators, and for pursuers. I'm going to read this to myself just because I don't know if she got a little emotional and I don't want to say it out loud yet. But like I said, and I just feel like you give credit where it's due, and I feel like sharing this will help another entrepreneur, because even when I got it, I was like, ooh, yes, she did good. And it was just like, it kind of helped me to kind of bring myself back around, like, girl, because like I said, you can be doing something for a long time. I've been Judge Jocelyn my whole life, first of all, but as a licensed cosmetologist, I kind of know where I was going a little bit harder than I wasn't, or, just all those things. You have to be mindful how you present yourself. So you really kind of woke me up on presentation. So I really appreciated that. And that's why I wanted to share this with you guys. So the note says, it's a handwritten note, but on the back it says, today is going to be awesome, Mira Mozzie. So again, it's about presentation. She is letting me know who her brand is from the beginning. I got the box, it had a sticker on it, it had caution tape, it got this, it got that. I'm opening it, so even if you didn't deliver it to me, I was able to get that package and understand this is who I'm coming from. This is the brand. Today is going to be awesome. She invested into the cards, everything like that. And it says a message from us. So that was typed on there. And then she hand wrote. Jocelyn. I can read it? Jocelyn, thank you for stopping me. Okay, so let me tell you the story first. Sorry. So, again, I was hosting a networking event. So, I was basically grabbing entrepreneurs out the audience, because, that's what I do. You're here to network, then you need to network, honey. Speak your mind and open your mouth. And I kind of saw her before the event started, gifting some merchandise to Maui, which was, whose event we were having. And I kind of just pulled her to the side, and I was like, hey, won't you just wait? Won't you present it to her in a different manner? Give yourself a chance. I'm going to give you a chance, an opportunity to present your business. So just hold off and don't give it to her all in the corner. And nobody can fucking say, all these people in here, then you need them to want it. So that's how we met. I didn't know her before then. You took it really good. I thought she was gonna be like, which watch business? But she didn't. That right. Who are you? We don't know you. I don't like you. And can you please just let us have this private moment? So she said, Jocelyn, thank you for stopping me from giving Maui her shirt before the show. I cannot describe how much I appreciated the blessing in disguise. I'm looking to have my own event in July and clearly want you to host. Have your fam, friends, and followers use BUTV for 20% off. Enjoy your trip. Check us out. So it has her website here. Of course, I can't see. I'll take a picture of it. It has our website, miramazi.bigcartel.com. Follow us here. We are Miramazi on IG. So, again, like I said, this meant a lot, number one, because, yes, we did share that personal moment. And it is important, again, as an entrepreneur, you have to build relationships. That's really all the business is building those relationships. Yeah. Because it's like a pool of us. And I really go in my pool of people, and anything I need, I'm pulling out of this pool.
And that's where you'll find most of your support, too.
Yes. It's those are your support. That's your resources. That's your foundation. That's your feedback. Like, they're going to give you honest. If it was something, I'd be like, hey, work on this, because I'm going to give that honest feedback one way or another. So I feel like if something was wrong with what she did or anything, I was like, hey, babe, just like that experience. But I definitely wanted to big you up on that because it does take a lot, especially and I'll also say to you and any other entrepreneurs out there, especially if you're early on or you're just starting, or even if you just have an idea, don't shortchange yourself. Yeah. Don't be like, oh, I'm just starting, so I'm going to do this. And I'm going to even down to your pricing. Right. Yeah. Your pricing is your pricing. It's based, of course, on your skill and on your quality and everything like that. Price accordingly. Don't be all astronomical. If you know your product is trash or it's basic or it's okay, then price it accordingly. Because you have to think about yourself as a consumer. But also, if you know that you're putting out good work and you know that these are some quality ass shirts. Thank you. And I'm just, like I said, I wouldn't have worn it. I would have gave it away. I'm just being honest. Or I would have, and I would just say what I have to say. Yeah. But it's just like you have putting that into it is always just look at it as an investment. A lot of people are so afraid to put that money out there. It's just like, well, I'm gonna buy the cheap stuff now and then once I blow up, when people don't realize that's very counterproductive. Because when you try to put the cheap shit out first, then it's just like, okay, now I see your stuff. Your first impression is all this cheap shit, and I'm not coming back another time. So it's not really going to matter when you upgrade. So just go hard. Whatever it is, and if you're not ready, then don't be ready. Plan ahead, plan your budget, get your ideas out. Don't try to journal. Journal is a good one.
And that's something I just started. People really like, do a journal, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time.
And even if it's just for you, like honestly, journaling is just for you, and
But it'll map everything out, like from your journey, basically.
Exactly.
And it'll help you in the long run.
Even if you start somewhere else, everything will just
fall. It is all fall into place. Right. So it's just very important to, because and like I said, we do live in a day and time where entrepreneurship is like a fad, right? And it is like, oh, it's just so everybody want to be a boss and this and that, and it's just like, well, hey, here's the thing. If everybody's a boss, then who's gonna work for us? Like, everybody's not meant to be a boss. Everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. Some people just have hobbies. Some things you're just good at, or you're just okay at. You're not great. You're not $1,000 worth. So it's just like kind of understanding where you are and not shortchanging yourself, but also if you want to be better, or even if you started here, like you said, where you continue to learn. A lot of people don't grasp that concept. Right. Yeah. And we go into it just like, listen, I'm going all in. This is my stuff. Y'all gonna buy it. Y'all gonna post me, retweet me, da-da-da-da. Now I got 100,000 followers and now I'm lit. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, wait a minute. Right. What is this stuff, first of all? What am I buying? Who is these people? And we, other people, we all kind of go to the same thing. We're all going to Instagram and, we're looking up to people. You think you're looking up to the makeup girl that got 116K or something like that. And it's just like, she's better than me because she has all these followers. Yeah. Or, this person somebody else wear the shirt. I mean, because granted, Just Johnson wear your shit, so now you're lit. But, you know, it's just like, well, such and such been wearing her stuff, so now I'm feeling defeated, or I'm feeling less than, you know, and we get so wrapped up in that, and it's just like, it's all the same. So now these people are not feeding us what we need. They're trying to capitalize on us, or vice versa, but it kind of it gets you deflected from originally. That's where the journal comes in, because if you just remember what you're doing this for, then it will be a lot easier. Yeah, so like I said, I just did want to compliment you on that, because it means a lot when you invest originally. If you feel like, oh, well, I don't quite have enough to do this, and that, but this is what you want to do. If you got to take another 4 to 6 months to get the money up to do that, or, okay, you know what, next year my product will be launching. Yeah. But in the meantime, this whole year, I'm pushing it. I'm doing this. I'm practicing. I'm saving. I'm working extra money. I'm, you know, maybe starting with a keychain, or, you know, something small just to get people, you know, just grasp their attention, get your name in their mouth. It doesn't always have to be this big blowout thing. So even with you, I wanted to mention, I know you referenced rebranding. A lot of these terminologies, and I'm going to just be frank, because y'all know I like to be very blunt on my show. A lot of the terminologies, I kind of get a little annoyed sometimes, because it's like, y'all just, it just seems like everybody's posting the same stuff, and it's the same wording and the same terminology. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break. Everybody's saying this, saying that, you know, using certain words, and I could be a little biased, but it does get a little frustrating. And like I said, again, it's a culture that we're in right now that people just are so... have a big misconception of what entrepreneurship really looks like. And that shit is the blood, sweat, and tears. So how long had... The late nights, child, the late nights, early mornings, the swollen eyeballs that you got right now, no makeup, with your damn t-shirt and you can't flush pants on. But, you know, anyway, so how long have you been working on Miramazi? How long has it been out? Like, what's going on with all you got?
Right. It's funny that we just were talking about the journal and if it takes you this amount of time. I actually opened my business account 2 years ago. That's what I do in real life. I work at a bank. I'm a bank manager. Okay. Opened my business account 2 years ago. And that's when I first did my business card 2 years ago, right? Because I knew where I wanted to go, but I didn't know how to get there. I didn't know step 1, step 2, the ways that I wanted to go that felt comfortable for me. Not watching somebody else, right? So that's where the journal came in, and it helped me tremendously. You know, I started writing about personal things or lyrics or anything that I've seen, and the business aspect just started flowing out, literally. So all of my friends, I tell them, like, get a journal, whatever the problem is, like, get a journal.
No, seriously, because to be able to talk to yourself, you know how it's a meme going around, like, if you see me talking to myself, I'm having a staff meeting, signing an entrepreneur or something like that. But that's really, like, true. Like, who else I'm going to talk to? Because sometimes, you know, your friends, they want to hear your ideas, but they don't get it. Like, we get it. It's just like...
And they can't see
They trying to be supportive. It's just like, girl, yeah, I'm going to buy it, whatever. We don't know what the fuck. But I like that you say you brought your business cards 2 years ago, because it's just like, that's a manifestation right there. It's just like, I know where I want to go. And that's a very humble and honest place to be. It's just like, yo, I know I want to be here. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to pull this off, how I'm going to get here, but this is where I'm trying to go. Yeah. So even with you, you know, you said you started out. Yeah. So when did you start out? What, you saying like a year and a half? So when did you start out, like 2016, 17, and then you had to...
2016. I touched on it a little bit in 2015, but 2016 I started doing it.
So you was just like doing makeup, like
doing makeup,
okay.
Yeah. And then I like doing makeup with my friends, like, you know, my college friends and all like that, and for different events I had to go to. And it was kind of mainly just myself, and then like maybe like my family members or like I said, friends. But then it was just like, I'm like, everybody's doing this, right? You know? And I was like, I don't know. And like I said, my first love is production. Okay. So I'm like, I really want to do this. So I did a lot of freelancing jobs in that. Like, you know, I worked the NFL draft when it came to Philly. Like I did I worked for a couple of news stations and everything. So it was just like, you know, I was putting my blood, sweat, and tears in that, trying to get somewhere. But then it was just like, I felt like I was going nowhere. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, well, you know, I got back into the makeup and I started doing that. So I said, wait, you know, once I started, getting everything back together, I'm like, wait, well, I can mix the two together.
Exactly.
And still keep my first love, production, and then mix makeup, and then get into it a different route.
Right.
Instead of going into it like, oh, I had this editorial background, I had this, and that. So
trying to pipe people up. Because people put anything in their bio, honey. The bio be like, you know, celebrity makeup. Who's the celebrity?
Okay.
Well, you can say you're a celebrity makeup artist. Yeah, okay? Because listen, if y'all bitches are celebrities, then I'm a fucking celebrity. Don't be shortchanging me. So when you say mixed production and makeup, tell me like what, maybe for the other people, but tell me too.
Okay.
Like, what exactly, like if you could visualize and kind of verbalize what your ideal scenario would be?
Honestly, so I would want to be like a makeup artist, like a lead makeup artist for like a movie set.
Okay.
Or like, honestly, I've been applying for Tyler Perry TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to.
Because they could use some help.
Yeah, they can.
They could use some hair help too, but you know, but a lot of shows. Not
I
just
can't do no hair, but
I can, so we can team up.
Yeah, we can team together.
Because
The network right there.
Yeah.
Right. See, pull from it. Listen, we'll get this back one way or another.
Yeah, so that's what I kind of want to do. Just do
So,
like
work
movies,
on sets and
movie
stuff like
sets.
that.
And honestly, I've been drawn to more like dramatic, creative things. You know,
Okay.
like I don't know,
Like avant-garde.
Yeah.
Okay.
and like that creativeness, like how you do like a crossword puzzle on your face or something.
Oh
like that.
yes, I follow this one.
Like,
I'm not gonna shout her out because she's not sponsoring this show. But I do
Yeah,
follow
like
her and she
different,
does stuff
you know,
like that.
And it's like, dang, like I have that urge, but I haven't, like y'all said, that's when I need to write this in the journal. I haven't took that leap of faith or that step to even try to do something on my face,
And
whether
you
I feel or
do it,
not.
but
You know what I'm
do
saying?
it, girl.
So it's like, girl, you need to just do it. You
Right.
know?
What's
So,
the worst
but
gonna happen?
I love stuff like that. So even if I was on like if they did another Predator movie or
Like a
something
horror
like that,
movie
like a
or
horror
something,
movie,
okay.
like I love stuff like that. It's just so intriguing. So that's honestly where I want to take it,
Okay.
along with still having my business on the side that'll cater to like my community and like help rebuild my community because I'm from Chester, PA.
I was gonna say, where are you from?
Yeah, Chester, Pennsylvania. So it's not too far from Philly.
Right.
So, but it's small, but it's, you know, it's not a lot of people have faith in us, you know. Just
Okay.
like with Philly. I mean, you get more help up here, but it's just certain areas in Philly, like it's like, okay, well, we don't want to
like the
go
forgotten
there.
people.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, because no shade, but I don't really.
Yeah.
Chester's like, ooh.
Yeah. See, people like,
But
I'm
you know,
past
but
there.
you're from there, so
Yeah.
now I'm fucking with it. But I'll be like, ooh, Chester. Yeah, so meet me.
Yeah.
Meet me somewhere else.
So it's just like I want to help rebrand too. Like I don't care how big I may get from this, or I always want to give back to my community and make it. And also like I even want to do like a nonprofit eventually for like the children in our community that go to school. Do like I wanted to get like this 3-4 story like building over town in Chester and make it like one floor be like TV production, radio production, and still have like the makeup studio and where I teach classes. So it's like I want to incorporate everything. Like I still want to, build myself and get my reputation out there and get me out there. But I also want to give back to my community as well because it's like if without them, like where would I be?
But it's all. So I will say that because that's a lot of our goals, and I'm gonna ask you yours too. But you kind of want to I don't want to say don't look at the bigger picture, but kind of just go right into it. It's a day by day thing. The way you build your reputation and the way you build up your community is one person at a time.
Yeah.
You don't think because we get so overwhelmed with the idea because then what does it look like? What does a reputation really look like? Like what does that? How do you visualize it? How do you verbalize it? How do you measure it up?
Right.
So it's just like you just stay consistent in what it is you're doing, and if that's where you're trying to go, then keep pushing. What's your
if that's where you're supposed to be,
right?
Exactly.
It'll flow freely once you manifest it. This journal over here. Because like overall, like we know that you manifested Miramazi 2 years ago with business cards. Where do you see from here on out?
Okay. So
Like, I
So
know.
basically, again, it is the umbrella company.
Mm-hmm. Right, so
Creative
that's what you're
Management,
really trying to
which
do.
is going to be a consulting agency. But like Portia said, similar with entrepreneurs, you have to brand yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I came up with the Mira Mozzie brand for the shirts and the gear and everything like that. Also, monthly, we're doing awareness for nonprofits. April is autism.
Yeah.
So we'll have...
I have a bracelet.
She has a bracelet. but to you know, the support of her, I couldn't put it on when I first...
Yo, I put mine on and then it got stuck.
Yeah, you can't take it.
I can't take it off. I had to cut it off.
It's supposed to stay on all
I
month,
have it.
right?
Yeah.
It's a conversation topic.
Sorry.
Right. But also I do have the financial side of it as well.
Okay.
Where I can help someone actually get where they need to be, or give them the advice,
Right.
or tell them certain products like how to get there. Should you go sole prop or LLC, depending on how they want the business to be structured. Business loans, business credit cards, how you need to get the money when you don't need it, because when you do need it, they're not going to give it to you.
Exactly.
Personal side, I've been in banking for 5-6 years. So
Okay.
I'm honing everything together, and that's where I'm going to be.
No, that's right. That's where you're gonna be.
Well, listen, we need to connect because
Oh,
I need to
definitely.
get this credit right.
Seriously, and it does, because it does make a difference, and it does kind of help with your you know, once you have you together, it does make it easier. 25. Oh damn, we early, but it does make it easier because like you guys both kind of touched on at one point. That's where a lot of the chatter comes from. It's just like, oh my God, my personal life is so fucked up right now. Y'all know my personal life is fucked up. So that was literally. But it's just like when your personal life, or your, whether it's your credit or your child or your relationship, and that's where my big child, is, you know, not going well, it gets really, really hard. We kind of put our business to the back burner. It's just like, I don't really want to do this right now. So how has, because you said you still work full time as well, right?
Correct.
So y'all kind of hustling on the side. Like,
I work in banking too. I just started working in banking.
Jobs.
Yep.
If I need a job, I'll let y'all know. Right now, I don't want one. But if I need one. But so how has are either one of you guys in a relationship? I know you just had a baby, but that don't mean you're in a relationship. No. She said no. I'm saying I'm out here in these streets.
Listen,
You out here in the streets?
we still questioning.
The jury's still out on that one.
Yeah.
So how have you had like support from your partner or from your baby daddy or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
him?
he and I, we were together for 8 years.
Okay.
We kind of just, you know, taking a little break right now, but we still act like we in a relationship, so that's why I said question mark.
Yeah,
But
we'll bring on another topic. Definitely.
But he has really been supportive, like since day one. Like I met him when I was 19, and he's older than me. So, like my whole adult life, I've been with him.
Okay.
So he's been helping me. He helped me through college because I had my moment where I was playing around in college. I'm like, man, I hate school. Like I just want to party and you know, just do all of that. But he's been very supportive. Like even still, like we have our moments, but he's still like, no, but this is what you need to do. Like he'll give me funding if I need it, or like whatever I may need.
It's
like,
good to have that funding support, honey. That's the best support now.
And that's a good thing. And he's always constantly like, we're always bouncing ideas off each other, like, cause he wants to go into real estate. So I'm like, all right, well, we could do that together, you know, like a family thing for our son. And then like we have our own separate thing. He's a truck driver, you know. I'm doing the makeup and production, so we kind of feed off of each other's energy and dreams and ideas.
That's great. That's
and
great.
that motivates each other, you know.
How about you? I mean, I know you're single.
Right.
Are you single because a person didn't support your dreams and respect your hustle?
No.
Okay.
No, not really. I'm more, my family's been very supportive of me.
Okay.
My family and my friends have been very supportive of me. But I'm a little bit secretive when I'm lining certain things up. But when I do tell them, they're more than welcoming with my idea, right?
Okay.
But I'm a little bit more secretive.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm talking about in a relationship, you're secretive with your business?
Probably. It's a need to know basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when I dropped the shirts 2 weeks ago, the Friday before Molly's event.
Oh, so they had just came out.
They just came
so
out.
I got some exclusive. Oh, yeah, I really want this. Oh, okay.
And like 2 weeks before that is when I told like close people to me that I'm having these shirts, and they think it's overnight. They're like, oh, you did this overnight. And at first, I kind of
ruined it. So that's
I kind of felt disrespected. I'm like, what? This is not an overnight
She
thing.
said, no, I've been on this 2 years ago. Check the receipts.
But then I had to realize it's me, you know, and that's one of the things I had to change as an entrepreneur. You can see I try to get my way here done on the side.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to include people. Sometimes you gotta let them know, because if you don't, then they can't support you.
Exactly.
So that's a big thing as well. So
and honestly, like, even though you like, I'm kind of like you to a certain extent, and I can't do this and it's half-assed. Like
Right.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like I want to make sure packaging is right, everything. And it's like if it's almost there and if something don't feel right, I won't do it. But that's why I kind of like my family's been supportive as well. So like I'll feed off of like I'll run stuff past like my boyfriend, and then like my mom, she's like my biggest supporter and all like that.
Shout out to the moms. Because moms be with it.
I'm her namesake. I'm named after my mom.
Oh. Like your first name is your mom's first name? Oh, that's so
We just
cute.
have different middle names, so they call me Junior, even though she's shorter than me. So.
That's
No. That's late night.
You might be P.
That's
Nasty Junior. You never know.
Well.
Little P. Nasty Junior, because mama was a freak too. She said, that's why I'm going to name my daughter. Because she going to be just the fuck right.
Okay.
She going to know how to get it popping. Okay. Right. So, yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of have to like bounce stuff off of just at least one person, because it's like when you say it out loud, it kind of like sits different in your mind. It's like, well, dang, I didn't think that out, right?
See, y'all got good experiences. I mean, I've had my good experiences with supportive partners, but I've had some experiences, and I was just like, ooh. Because it gets a little frustrating, especially in a situation like where you're not making money. Especially when you're just starting out and you're not making money, or it's just like it's hard to get somebody, like we were talking about earlier. It's hard to get other people to see the vision, and I don't want to keep explaining it to you.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. It's not for you to say, and that's okay.
Even if you don't get it, act like you.
Yeah, you better pretend. You better pretend that you know what I'm talking about, or that you're happy for me, and just
ask for an explanation.
like, oh my God, babe, that's so great. If I'm happy, you just need to be happy.
Yeah.
Ask me later what the hell was talking about. Like, just like you said, your boyfriend don't know all the makeup girls on Instagram, or something. So people like, oh my God, babe, look who did it.
Right.
Like, who?
He'll just look through stuff and be like, oh, you should follow her because she.
See, yes, I like your nigga. Well, not your nigga, whatever he is today for you right now. Well, you called me a boyfriend 4 times, so
Yeah,
he's her boyfriend. Shout out to the boyfriend.
I'm used to it. 8 years, like, what am I calling you? Like, we got a family. It's like, what?
Nothing, baby.
I ain't looking for nobody else, so whatever.
Aww, see, that's so lovely. Aww. Listen, I know I get real emotional about relationships. I get real emotional about relationships. Love is great. Love is great. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget nothing. So I want you guys to, yeah, I did want you guys to more so give us like because I was asking you earlier, like, what was your specialty and things like that. But to know that you want to get into production, so do you have like any particular people like you would love to work with? Like you mentioned Tyler Perry shows and movies and stuff like that.
Tyler Perry shows. Honestly, it's like a lot of big people that I know I'll eventually get to. I'm not gonna say I can't get to right now. Like, like work on Tyler Perry show, or work on like even BET production movies, stuff like that.
They be hit too.
Because and I just love because I love a natural look. And Lauren London, her face is just like I just want to touch it at least one time.
Shout out to her with her morning, but
I know. I just love her. Like I just like that natural beauty. Like I just love her. Her, Gabrielle Union.
Yes.
Like
she's another good one. Okay.
And honestly, you know what makes me mad though? It's like I'm not a makeup all-star yet, but it's just like on the red carpet. Some people I'm like, what the hell, y'all? Like what?
Like how'd that happen?
Right.
How'd you make it here? And honestly, but that again, that's motivation, because it just lets you know a lot of these things are just based on opportunity. It's not like, oh, you got to been around for 20, 30 years before you get on a movie set or something. It's really about pushing yourself, continuing to be yourself. learning more and just putting yourself out there. You're here on Talk to Me Tuesday. That was a big shout out to your brand manager. Shout out to Brittany Miller. She is all that. She is all that.
I met her. Let me tell you a quick story about her. I met her literally a month after I had my son last year. It was this like mom boss lady event, and I met her. And she came over to me, and I, we were talking, and I got her information, and I was kind of iffy about calling her, because it's like, I don't really know her like that, but it's like, all right, Portia, you gotta step out on faith, like, try something. So then I was like, and then you know how it is when you put money into it, she's like, but when I talked to her, and like our first like time really busting it up and like really talking, it was just like amazing. And I've been with her ever since, and like she has helped me grow in ways like in my business and personally, like in ways I can't even imagine I would be without her. Help. Like she's really helped.
Definitely shout out to her. She was right in my emails, my DMs, like, where's my client shit? And I was like, it's right here. But and that is important, and that's just like what she did with the products and stuff. You were at a place where you may not have felt like you were where you needed to be, but you made that investment. Because I don't know how expensive she is. I told her I didn't think I could afford it. So maybe you could get me like a code or something. Maybe I can get a code.
Payment plan.
Seriously,
can I borrow $50 till next week because I have to pay her?
Exactly. But it's just like that's an investment that so it shows you still pushing it, you still manifesting it, and granted you might not be where you feel like you need to be, but every day you gotta get up as if you going there today.
Exactly.
Put them shoes on like this is the place you about to walk into, because you really never know. You really never know what the scenario, what the situation, who's famous, who's not. You know what I mean? And sometimes, famous. I just read an article, and I just wanted to mention this because that is something that, again, us as entrepreneurs, us as small business owners, us as little people, we consider ourselves little people or whatever. We try to gravitate to celebrities and certain people or types of people that we think we need to get to. And I just read something. It was about my girlfriend Nicki Minaj, so I was a little annoyed. But I was like, ooh. But, just more so, people are so busy trying to seek out the seek out the celebrities and things like that for the idea of recognition when they really don't get it. You know what I mean? So sometimes you might get more support, like you said, from your community or from your hood or from, your neighbors, or just somebody that really wants the business, really wants your work and really appreciates your work and the quality of your product or whatever like that. So don't always rush and focus on, who can I get to wear my stuff, and who face can I be for free because they're gonna tag me, and it's not always that, because sometimes we do that. We bite our nose, bite our face. It's just like everybody doesn't want the best for you. No. So sometimes you have to show up like who you're trying to be, even if you have those days of self-doubt, and it's just like, I know I could go further, but I'm here right now. So, be in that moment and be proud of it, and, do everything as if you're...
Right. And you can't rush it.
You're trying.
I have that tendency of like, dang, like, I'm still, it's a year and a half and I'm still right here, but I have to like, be like, come on, chill, like reflect on the small goals that you've accomplished, because it's leading up to something major. You know what I'm saying? So I always have to check myself, which I'm sure everybody has to do.
That's a big thing.
Because
some people don't.
Exactly. And I have to sometimes look at it, especially when I'm having my moments. It's like I'm tired of working for somebody else, and I'm tired of like struggling. I don't have nothing to like to show for myself, or say to my son, like, look what mommy did. Like, you still in the same position.
But you do though.
But I do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I do.
When you're in the moment, you don't look at it.
I don't think about it.
Bitch, I'm a baby. But no, like you've made accomplishments in that, and like you said, those small victories, they count. Every small victory I put up on something the other day, and people don't really acknowledge those small steps. I texted this guy, shout out to her because she kind of initiated it. I text her first, and then I posted on Instagram. And what did I basically say? Any step forward is in the right direction, no matter how small the step is. As long as you're moving forward, like progress is a slow process. And it's really it's a patience game, but it's really all about consistency. Just keep going. Every day, get up, show up, and do your best. And tomorrow, do the same. And before you know it, it'll be 365 days later. We got a question. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. She said we got a question.
No, I said 10 minutes.
Oh, thank you. So I mean, granted, you don't do makeup, of course, but you know, is there? I know you have your goals for your business or for your umbrella consultant firm and things like that, but
any smaller goals?
Yeah, or you know, just pinpointed things that you just feel like, cause basically you're saying like if you got Gabrielle Union, that's your I made it moment, right? Like you know, what's your ideal I made it moment?
I need a Bentley.
Straight like that. A Bentley coupe. It has to be a coupe.
It has to be. I already configured it.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my email. I'm about to send it to Bentley because they won't tell you the price.
Oh damn! Oh, that's how you know. I'm not even looking that way. I don't even know about no cars that you got to email for the price.
Yeah. Mm-mm. And you still not gonna get the exact price.
No.
You gotta come in and see that.
They're gonna change it. Every
But
time
she's a manifester, man. I believe this bitch. She said,
I knew that.
I want a Bentley and I'm gonna text them. Right. Then you can come pick us all up.
Every time they change the version, I go in and recreate it. The same one. I need it.
So what you just like customizing it? Oh, you know exactly what I like that. I'm gonna take some pages out your notebook, literally, because I like it. Like you really have to speak your dreams into existence. Like fuck this. This is what I want, and I'm going to keep on talking about it. Keep vision boards are a thing. Yeah, you know.
I'm bad at them.
I haven't done one. I've hosted a vision board party and still never did.
I got too much space in between my people.
I just think I'm not good with sitting down and really like kind of focusing that much. I need to probably get some little medication or something. Yes.
Someone asked, "What's your biggest motivation?"
Who? Everybody. We all can answer. My biggest motivation. I'll start. No, maybe I won't. Honestly, myself. I do. And it hasn't always been this way, but over time, and I'll say more recently, I've kind of started to have that fight back and forth with myself, like, because I used to struggle with, okay, what is my it moment? Which is why I asked you guys, I'm feeding off y'all, because I can't really configure what would be an it moment for me. Right. So I really had to kind of take some time to be like, bitch, you're lit, kind of, you know? And it's just like, whatever the case, it's always going to be something, because my battle has always been my personal life versus, you know, my media life, or however people want to consider it. And it's just like, I am a little bit more transparent than some other people, so a lot of times it meshes together. But for me, lately, it's just been, you know, kind of appreciation. Like, really just, I stay motivated because I kind of appreciate where I was, even if it was yesterday or 2 weeks ago, or just the fact that, damn, it could have been one day I woke up, I didn't have no money, and out of nowhere, now I ate breakfast, lunch, dinner, I done got some gas in the car, I did this. It's just like, well, how the fuck? At the end of the night, I'm like, how did I pull that off? Okay. I woke up with 13 cents in my account. And I done ate out. I done went to breakfast, you know. I done got a new shirt. Got my lashes done. Like, how did you pull that off? I don't even know.
That's so
no, but seriously, and I really, it helped me, because gratitude really is a thing. And I know me, I struggle with depression. You know, and it's just like, damn, like when things are going bad, like you said, whether it's you're in school or whatever, it's just like, yo, and I realize nobody can pull you out the hole. No. Like, even if somebody's up there wanting to help you, you have to try to at least meet them halfway for them to grab your hand. You gotta pull, it's nobody, when you're in that dark, sunken place, and we talked about it in a couple episodes ago, so I don't really want to go there today, but I know for me, my motivation is just looking at not even just where I've come from as far as like, oh, well, when I was a child, but just as simple as just today. I made it through today. And then even if you have to use comparative analogies, like somebody didn't make it through today. I woke up with 13 cents in my account. Somebody didn't wake up at all.
Right.
Somebody woke up, their shit was overdrawn $96. You know, it's a difference. Like, well, 13 cents, I can't really buy it. At least not overdrawn. You know, you from banking. Y'all go from banking. You know the difference. It's just like, well,
see what happened.
You know, and then tomorrow I got $6. Just like, and yesterday I only had 13 cents. Look at God. So that's for me. And it's just like, sometimes it gets real. Like, people are like, why are you so positive? Or how are you so positive? And it's just like, I don't have a choice. I really don't have a choice. So that's what motivates me. I've realized that I have to motivate myself, especially being in a position where I motivate others.
Yeah.
So that was my answer.
Facts. Mine is actually similar to yours. When I was younger, though, I'm not gonna take anything from my mom. She used to motivate me a lot. She always used to tell me, be the best at everything you do. If not, you're wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I appreciate that so much that you told me about my presentation. I put a lot of time and
It shows. It shows.
into that. But myself as well, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself. Like on your bad days, it's just you. At the end of the night, when you about to, it's just you. You may have a significant other there or whatever, but mentally, it's just you. You have to pull yourself up at all times, and that's literally why it's for dreamers, creators, and pursuers. Because I know how it feels, in moments of darkness where you have to pull yourself up. So myself.
Yeah. Mine is honestly my son.
Of course.
My son. This is
I
my
got
newest.
Not really them. Not right now. I love y'all.
Listen, I was the same way. I was caught by surprise. I said, "What? For real?"
But you do have a newborn baby, and that
honestly, he is my motivation because it's like I can't. I mean, like my mom, she struggled all her life with us, and then also we had like my dad was involved too, but it was still like mainly my mom doing a lot of the stuff. So it's like I can't I don't want to struggle. Like I want to give back to like my son. I want my son to see like, hey, whether I'm with dad or not, like whether she's with dad or not, like she's still a go getter.
Right.
She's still about her business. She could do things by herself. She don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely my motivator, and especially like my mom, and then I also have that like competitive spirit. So like my boyfriend was like, oh, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm like, well, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so
look, a little friendly competition, whatever works. Whatever works.
Honestly, that kind of gives me that extra push. Like, all right, go ahead, you can do it.
So it is good to have somebody in your life that's not real stagnant. Because it's just like if they're not trying to do nothing, it's just like, well, you can't push me to do shit.
And at least you try, and I kind of say like, oh, well, he's up here, but I don't remember he's older than me, so.
And it's not even about age.
It's not even about that.
You get out what you put in, and your shit could change overnight.
Exactly.
The day you decide to wake up, and I'm gonna put 90% of my business into my business today, opposed to the 30% I put in the last 6 months. So it really does make a difference. One more time before we go, I am going to shout out some of the other. I wanted to shout out a few of the other pretty bossy babes building businesses that I do know, so I wanted to mention a couple of them. Some other people that were a part of the Brandon Excursion, so Go Getter Gia, Queen's K Everything. So I had my bracelets from Queen K. Double
shout out to Go Getter.
Yes, double shout out to Go Getter Gia. She brought me some merch as well. Y'all will see it in the vlog. Queen's K, predominantly chic. Awesome. I think I had a couple pieces from her in the vlog as well. Rich Jules, shout out to Rich Jules in Texas. I got my package when I got back. I didn't get to wear it on the excursion, but I do have my package from you. Shout out to Foxbox Beauty. Shout out to Naj Vontae, my stylist and concierge. She literally did everything for me. She's like a stylist concierge, so she packs and she dresses you and she does everything. So shout out to her. Of course, shout out to John Nate's Doll House. Shout out to all of my entrepreneur ladies that I do know. Shout out to all the pretty bosses out there. And I just want you guys to keep it pushing. Just stay focused. Make sure you follow these ladies. Y'all gonna tell them where they can find y'all?
You can find me again at Powdered by Porsche on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you follow me.
And on Instagram, we are Miramazi, Miramazi.
And don't forget the code.
And don't forget her code, BUTV, for 20% off.
20% off. Now, listen. Now, I'm getting y'all motherfuckers 20% off. Now, that's a lot. Listen. So,
Miramazi.bigcartel.com.
Go to the website, link in the bio. Y'all already know. So, other than that, I want to thank you, ladies, for coming through. I want to wish y'all the best in your businesses. Hopefully, we can all connect. Stay tuned, because I'm always doing something. Always doing something. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys all for watching, for tuning in today. Make sure you follow these ladies and all of the other ladies that shout us out. And hopefully we'll be having a pretty bossy number 2. So see you guys soon.